Good morning. So today we are going to look again at our poetry. Our key concept, figure it out. And the essential question, how do people figure things out? Today we are going to start by looking at a new poem. This one is called Hot Air Balloon. This is still poetry. Compare text. Read how a poet describes the first balloon flight. Have you ever thought about how those balloons work? I have. Okay, so this is 1783, France. We stuffed the straw in the burner, we stoked it furiously, and ours was the first balloon to rise, merrily, airily. We might have gone much farther. We flew superhumanly, till our smart little cart started falling apart, sagging diagonally. Our adventure over Paris was a 25-minute flight, and who was there but Benjamin Franklin waving without his kite? Make connections. How did the brothers figure out how to fly? Use details from the poem. Compare this poem to Ornithopter. How are the poems similar? How are they different? And I think it would be a really cool thing for you to do a little research about the first hot air balloon and see what you can find out. So you're going to do page 179 from your reading and writing companion, Montgolfier Brothers Hot Air Balloon. How does the poet use the illustration to set the mood for the poem? Talk about it. Look at the illustration on page 152. Talk with a partner about what mood the illustration sets for the poem. Cite text evidence. What clues in the illustration help you get a feel for the poem? Write them in the chart. What are the clues? And mood. That means how do you feel? What is your mood right now? Are you sleepy? Are you happy? Are you angry? What is your mood? So what are some of the clues and what is the mood? Right. The author uses the illustration to set the mood by, and then it says make inferences. Look at colors, details, and facial expressions in illustrations to make an inference about the poem's mood. Then you're going to go over to page 180. This is our paired selection. How does the author's use of rhyme help you visualize the details of the hot air balloon's flight? Talk about it. Reread the poem on page 153. Talk with a partner about the words that rhyme and how they help you picture the flight. Cite text evidence. Rhyming words help you visualize the hot air balloon's flight. Find text evidence and write what you picture. So here we have a chart for you to fill out. It says Montgolfier Brothers Hot Air Balloon. Words and I visualize. So what are the words that helps you visualize something in the poem? And where it says write, the author uses rhyme to help me visualize. Remember, visualization is when you're painting a picture in your mind. Quick tip. I can use these sentence starters when we talk about rhymes. The rhymes in the poem are, they help me visualize. Good. Go over to page 181. This is going to be talking about voice. Poets use language to give their poems a mood or personality. This is called voice. Alliteration and rhyme can make the voice of a poem funny, especially when used in unexpected ways. Poets choose words that help readers picture funny actions or events. Find text evidence. Reread the second stanza of Montgolfier Brothers Hot Air Balloon on page 153 of the Literature Anthology. The poet uses the rhyming words smart, cart, and apart in the same line. This use of rhyme helps create a humorous tone. See the sentence under there? Till our smart little cart started falling apart. Your turn. Reread Montgolfier Brothers Hot Air Balloon on page 153. What unexpected rhyme makes the first stanza feel humorous? What are some other ways the author uses language to create a humorous voice? Readers to writers. If you want your writing to be funny, pay attention to the way words sound together. Alliteration and rhyme can add humor to your writing. Okay, when we look at page 184, this is the expert model, features of poetry. Poetry is different from other forms of writing. It's a form that focuses on experiences, feelings, and ideas. A free verse poem can have any number of lines and stanzas, which are grouped sets of lines, does not always rhyme, uses alliteration, onomatopoeia, and other types of figurative language that appeals to the reader's senses. Analyze an expert model. Reread The Inventor Thinks of Helicopters on page 149 in the Literature Anthology. Use text evidence to answer the questions below. How does the poet use figurative language? How does the poet's use of both long and short lines help to describe the movement of a helicopter? Word-wise, on page 149, poet Patricia Hubble uses onomatopoeia to make her poem appeal to your senses. The word whirling means quickly turning. When you say whirling, it sounds like what it means. Plan. Choose your topic. Brainstorm. With a partner, think about a time that you had to figure something out. Talk about a plan or invention and how it could solve a problem. Use these sentence starters. The problem is, a fun invention that would solve the problem is, this invention would. Writing prompt. Choose one of the plans or inventions to write a free verse poem about. I will write about. Purpose and audience. An author's purpose is the main reason for writing. Your audience is who will be reading your poem. The reason I chose this topic is I want my audience to feel. Free write. In your writer's notebook, write as many ideas as you can think of about your invention. What problem does it solve? How did you think of it? What is most important about it? Write as many words as you can that will help you describe it. Quick tip. When you write a poem, you are sharing your ideas. As you plan your poem, ask, what do I want people to learn about my invention? What words, phrases, or rhythm patterns would best help me share my ideas? Ideas. Poets use interesting words and details to bring their ideas to life and help readers paint a mental picture of what is being described in the poem. Let's look at another expert model. Reread these lines from Empanada Day. One bite of Abuelita's empanadas and my mouth purrs like a cat. The word purrs is an onomatopoeia, or a word that sounds like what it means. How does it help you understand how the narrator feels about empanadas? Plan. In your writer's notebook, draw a word web. Write the topic of your free verse poem in the middle oval. Then write words that describe your ideas. Quick tip. Poets use details that describe how something looks, feels, tastes, smells, or makes someone feel. They use onomatopoeia and alliteration to help readers pay attention to details. Okay, friends, so I know that this was a lot for you to do and think about today, but be creative. Think about your invention and what problem it could solve. I will see you all again very soon. As always, let me know if you have any questions. Bye.